Hi everybody, so first of all I just want to apologise for my old setup, which you guys can probably see. I do know I've been filming on my camera and I personally do prefer my camera to my webcam, but my camera isn't playing ball with me at the moment. It's being a pain in the butt. Every time I put batteries in, it's saying the battery's low. Every time I change my memory card, it's saying it can't read the memory card, and so it has to format the memory card. So I'm losing videos and I'm having to, it's just a pain in the butt. So I'm getting it looked at. They think it's something to do with the camera, so they're having to send it back to Nikon because I have a Nikon Coolpix bridge camera, so they're having to get that resent off. So I don't know how long it's going to be, so at the moment I'm just going to film on my webcam because I don't want to not upload videos for you guys because my camera isn't playing ball. So that's kind of my little apology. I feel like in every video that I do I always have an apology. Like I feel like, oh, sorry I've not been uploading, or sorry because of this. I just feel like I apologise all the time. I'd rather apologise and you guys are like, where's your old setup? So that is why I'm back to my old setup. It won't be like this for long because I don't really like this setup. I do prefer my other setup, but as I said, my camera isn't working, so I'm having to use my Mac. So anyway, today I thought I would do kind of another back to school tips and tricks to stay organised type of video. Now I do know that you guys have probably already gone back to school and you're going to be like, Alice, you were late on that one, because I went back to school myself. I went back to school today, or college for my case, or sixth form, because I'm English. But yeah, so there are, like, I do know a lot of you have probably already gone back to school, but it's kind of a tips and tricks staying organised, so you can still do it now. If you do see me looking down on the floor, I'm not being rude. I've got my phone here with my Pokemon case with like notes on, just because I want to make sure that I get everything in a video, which means it's probably going to be really super long again. Let's get started. So my tip number one, which I'm going to say is the most important tip that I could probably stress to you guys, is that you need to buy yourself a planner. Now, at my high school and at my sixth form, we get given a planner, but I know the high school planners are different to the college planners, and the high school planners, especially at my high school, you had to use. But at college, they say to you, it's your choice. If you want to use it, use it. If you don't want to use it, don't use it. So I'm going to say use it. Now, I have, and if you guys watch my back to school supplies haul, which I will link in the description below so you guys can see like all the stuff that I'm talking about, I bought a diary, and my diary is like the London Tube map from Paper Chase, and so I use that to kind of organise like what I've got going on, so like clubs that I'm doing, after school activities, you know, YouTube, just stuff like that. And then I use my college planner to put down kind of what homework I get given. So if they say to me, so if I go to media, for example, and they say you need to do an essay on this, in my planner I'll write essay in this, and then I'll look at my diary and then I'll be like, okay, so I'm free this day, so I'll do it here for this day, just so it kind of organises you. But I like to put it in a different diary, just so you can separate, you know, college to your home life, because you don't want to have in your home life diary all your assignments that you get given if you've got your planner, which you keep in your bag. Because if you've got, like, I've got quite a few study periods, so I can take out my planner and still know what I need to do. So that is my little idea for a planner. I really do recommend that you get yourself a planner, and even if your college give you a planner or your school give you a planner, buy yourself a diary just to write down what you've got going, what they, you know, because otherwise you're going to get confused. My second one, which is kind of a bit cliche, is A, to definitely use it, but also it's kind of like a memory one. And I don't know if you guys know this. If you guys know me, you'll know, but if not, I have the world's worst memory. Like, I promise you, I forget. I mean, I went to Primark to buy something and I spent 10 minutes looking for my purse and it was in my hand. I just have the world's worst memory. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do. And so when I get told, oh Alice, do this, oh Alice, do that, I just forget. So I've got this new little strategy which I've been trying out, and basically I get a post-it note and I write down what I have to do. So if it was like, I got one this morning off my mum and she said, okay Alice, you need to put the dishwasher on when you're back from college. So I wrote on a little post-it note, dishwasher, and stuck it where I get a drink, which is near the dishwasher. So when I was getting a glass, it reminded me, dishwasher. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is that if you have something important to remember, write it on a post-it note, stick it on the wall, and then you'll remember, because it is, honestly, and this is coming from someone with the world's worst memory. Like, my memory, whew, it's gone. I'm like a goldfish. In fact, I am a goldfish. It doesn't live in water. probably isn't possible. Okay, tip number 3 is make sure that all papers are neat and in a safe place. Now, this was kind of my one thing that let me down when I went to GCSE, because I kind of was a bit messy and I would pick something up, stick it in my bag and then lose it. And I'm telling you, I probably had a letter or a piece of homework 6 or 7 times, and then when I was clearing up my GCSE stuff, I was like, oh, it's the same worksheet. I'm just so bad. So again, in my school back to school haul supply thing, you will have noticed that I mentioned that I got like a little popper folder, and basically this is for like important stuff. So if I get given a letter, before I get given a sheet of paper, I stick it in my folder and put the folder in my bag. Now I'm so gonna tell myself to do it this time so I don't lose it, because otherwise I'm just gonna lose everything. And so if you get something to put your papers in, you're gonna remember. Another thing which I also mentioned is that I have a ring binder, and I have 4 of them for each subject, but I'm actually only doing 3 ASs, I'm not doing 4, so I have a spare folder. So in that folder I put down like letters that I get given, so like, you know, information evening, anything like that, I just stick in this folder, because A, you know where your letters are because they're in that folder, but also, and as ridiculous as it sounds, it's a really good way to do like memories, like a memory of your high school and a memory of your college, because my high school one has every single school report I've ever got. So I can look and see all my grades, see what people were saying about me, and it's a really good way to like, you know, memories. And also it's a really good way to know where all your papers are. Okay, tip number 4. This again is a bit cliche, is separate books for separate classes. Now I know in high school, or in England, I don't know about anywhere else, but in England you get given exercise books, and each exercise book is for each subject. But even still, like what I would say to you guys is, even if you get a different book for maths to a different book to history, don't just write history and maths. You know, back it in the brightest paper you can ever find. The coolest paper, the coolest wrapping paper, back your book with. Because then you'll remember, for example, maths, Bart Simpson. History, Peppa Pig, you know, and you'll remember, and you'll be like, oh, this is history, this is, because you'll get used to the colour of your book. And also you'll like be more attracted to it because it's a bright colour, because colour is really, really important, especially when you're doing a lot of revision. And I know even if you're in a younger year and you're not doing revision, you're still going to want to read your notes, and if your book is a bright colour, you're going to be more attracted to it. Hence why I'm wearing a bright blouse today, because I thought people are going to be attracted to me if I wear a bright blouse. I'm joking. So yeah, that's what I say. I mean, I have different notepads for different lessons. I have, you know, a striped one, a stripe, you know, I have a blue and red stripe one, a pink and blue stripe one, and a pink one with a little pattern. But you guys can see all this, I keep saying this, but you can see all this in my school supply haul, which I will pop down. It is worth watching because I do tell you why I got it, and again, it's like another part of organisation. And tip number 5, get plenty of sleep. Now, this isn't really organisation, but it's still quite a good tip to being organised, because, you know, have a nice sleep, but before you go to sleep, get out what you're going to wear, or get out your uniform, get out, you know, your bra, your knickers, your socks, your skirt, your top, whatever. Get out your books, do your bag up, because there is no point carrying every single subject book in your bag, because it's ridiculous. Look at your timetable, because A, you'll learn your timetable quicker, because you'll remember that you have to put like maths on a Monday, physics on a Tuesday, you know. And also it is a really, really good way to be organised before you go to bed. So go to bed early. Before you go to bed, decide what you're going to wear, so you're not stressing in the morning, what clothes do I wear, what clothes do I wear, because you've got it all out and you've got it all planned. Then do your bag. So if you do wake up late, because I do know how important sleep is, and having an extra 5 minutes in bed is important. So this way, you can have your extra 5 minutes in bed and still know what you're wearing. So that is it for my tips and tricks, for my 5 top tips and tricks to staying organised throughout school. Again, I apologise for the setting. I know I hate the setting myself, but I can't do anything about it. My camera's not working. Sorry this video is super, super long, and I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you like the video down below so I know I'm doing something right. And if you want to, subscribe. See you guys later.